Now I'm sitting on the floor, looking up, I see the door. Why do I still wanna go through it? Why do I still want more? Setting the cars, setting the stage, ending up in the same old cage. Every promise sounds rehearsed, every
Welcome everyone to tonight's race for the Indianapolis 188 or Brickyard 188. I'm already screwing it up. It's not even 8 p.m. on the Eastern Seaboard. Points and stats coming up next. And yours truly giving it their all.
Your arms wrapped around my heart, I carried you back home. Broken down, I came apart. I should have fucking known. Heavy is the load that bears. Why did this feeling have to come? Is this the part where I admit my share? Nothing left to do but feel so numb. I'm bleeding through the memories you stitched into my skin. I claw at ghosts that never fade just to feel again. The weight keeps pulling me below, but I won't let you in. Nothing left to give. Nothing left to give. Nothing left. Nothing left to give. Nothing left to give. Shattered glass beneath my feet, reflections show what I became. Every echo screams defeat, but I can't let it end the same. Heavy is the silence here, tearing holes inside my chest. If redemption means to disappear, then bury me with what's left. I'm bleeding through the memories you stitched into my skin. I claw at ghosts that never fade just to feel again. The weight keeps pulling me below, but I won't let you in. Tear me open, let me rot. You took the light, I forgot. Break me down. Break me down. Take what's left. Every wound you left still speaks in the cracks beneath my teeth. Your arms wrapped around my heart, still dragging me back home. The fire burns, the ashes start. I should have fucking I should have known. I should have
All right. This is the ISRL, and this is the Brickyard 188. How you doing? Let's bring you in. Let's warm up those cold toes. You've been outside too long. Thank you for being a part of this again, ladies and gentlemen, and chaotic neutral sim racers. Welcome to another glorious night of unnecessary horsepower and even less emotional stability This is the ISRL, the Independent Sim Racing League, powered by THDesigns. And tonight, we're heading into hallowed ground, the Brickyard, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They say it's sacred. They say it's legendary. I say it's where 30 grown adults are about to emotionally self-destruct at 190 miles per hour. Welcome to the Brickyard 188, sponsored by Roger and Taylor Courtney, because someone's got to pay for all the digital bodywork we're about to destroy. Now, let's talk points, because oh boy, there is a drama. Let me tell you about this. Matthew, I don't miss. Fleming continues his iron-fisted reign of terror, sitting on 412 points with 3 wins and 4 top 5s. The man is so consistent, I'm starting to think he's racing with a steering wheel blessed by the Pope. Mike DeWalt creeps into second, just 76 back, looking like a man possessed. He hasn't won yet, but you can tell he's tired of it. You can hear his Toyota whispering, "Let me eat, bro." Thomas, "Let me clap them cheeks." Meek still holding strong in third. He's kind of the driver who could probably run top 5 while getting audited and performing open heart surgery on himself. And then we've got Rob Rossello, the silent assassin, chilling in fourth. And Henry Kalhoff of 5 spots apparently decided midweek, you know what? Let's ruin someone night and make the top 5. Brad Gutierrez continues to climb, 3 up this week, and he's like the racetrack's version of a raccoon. Quiet, efficient, and somehow always there when it hits chaos, especially with the Tortas. Meanwhile, Andrew Sanford has slipped to 7th, which is tragic because his driving style screams controlled panic, and I'm here for it. Jeremy Ushman, Nathaniel Fryman, and Josh Cole round out your top 10, a mix of skill, bad decisions, and unprocessed trauma. And then we got the boys in the back. Nathan Fuller, Landon Bednar, Nicholas Van Heemer, Joseph Enright, and Travis Stroney. These guys are out here fighting for survival, pride, and possibly just internet bandwidth. And you know what? I respect it. Every league needs a chaos division. And I'm your man on the mic, Horse Boat, bringing you back in, the caffeine-soaked narrator of your sim racing fever dream. And I could not be more jacked to call this one. Indianapolis, baby. Long straights, tight corners, enough rage potential to start a small war. And listen, if you're not somehow following yet, fix your goddamn life. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, and follow me on TikTok. Follow, like, and subscribe. Do it for me. Do it for the ISRL. Do it for the algorithm gods. Now, we're talking about the Brickyard 188, and it is about to unleash absolute chaos. Again, 30 drivers, 188 miles, 1 poor soul's dignity left behind turn 1. Buckle in, hydrate, and pray. This is the ISRL, and tonight, the bricks aren't the only thing getting laid out. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight in the booth. Again, I am Tom Torre, a.k.a. the Horse Boat, calling all of the action all night long. We're going to get you over to the cam where you can enjoy the next 60 seconds of on-track action. It looks like everybody is here, ready to rumble. And again, I'll sit in with you. Let me bring in the cam. I know you just love looking at me. I love me some me, you know what I mean? I'm pressing too many buttons, and it's way too early to be trying this. But alas, we are just near qualifying. Jonathan Militia, not surprising, fastest in practice right now with Min Hang, Rob Rossello Jr., Ryan Robertson, and Mike DeWalt, your top 5. Again, week 5, excuse me, where is the namesake? What do you mean? Ryanson's 188, Brickyard 188. I know what this is. I'm not drunk yet, but it's early. You never know. Again, shout out to you, everybody else. I'm going to wave hi to everybody on TikTok. Hopefully you're enjoying at this stage of this as we are getting ready to go into qualifying. Ryanson's Brickyard 188 up next. Again, cheers. Qualifying right now. Now I'm going to go away. I disappear. All right. Who can we see first? What do we got? Now, the hope is when you're getting out here to see these guys pre-lap, They don't hit the brakes and go back into the pits. That screwed me at least a couple times a year. But let's go to the silent assassin in that Kennametal 24 Chevrolet Camaro, Rob Rossello Jr. as he gets set to embark on the first laps of Indianapolis. The ones that count, the ones that mean everything. Here we go. Let's ride on board, give you a perspective from Rob Rossello Jr. Again, a guy that I personally am a big fan of. Timbo Slice, what is up, dog? Aiden, how are you? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Rob Rossello, a great personality on stream. Lovable character. He's a big teddy bear. He's about to have a baby soon. Still out here making it to the track. Let's see what this first lap looks like for Mr. Rossello. That long straightaway, that is Indianapolis. 51, 50, 59. Here we go, Robertson. 51-43, there he is in all his glory in that Hertz Ford Mustang. Feeling the cheese between his cheeks. Columbus, Ohio. Watch out for this man. He is an absolute unit, I have been told. You know, one of the few guys I have met is Ryan. And he's probably one of the coolest dudes you can ever find. So, ladies, if you're out there, Ryan Robertson's your man. Works hard, plays harder, drives well. 51-43 as he crosses the start-finish line for lap 2. Let's see what he's got. 51-46. That was a little bit shittier, but that's okay. Moving on. Nathan Fuller. Nathan, give me my money, Fuller. Getting top of the leaderboard in the Horseboat and Friends Golf Tour. Again, we do that on VR. Yep, I'm going to advertise that. It's my channel. I can do what the fuck I want. He is on the leaderboard. Tied with Josh Cole in the 43, which we'll show in a second. For the championship, for the final week of the tour. Again, that is actually going to be broadcasted on Twitch. Excuse me, and actually across all platforms. What is up, everybody? So that championship conclusion will be live. You're going to see that. Maybe both rounds. We might do a round 1 and then a round 2. Again, at this point, I'm sitting in the top 5, so it doesn't matter what I do. But Fuller here looks like lap 1, getting ready to cross that start-finish line, taking good lines into turn 3, heading down that mini stretch into 4. But a guy in contention for the championship. I got to do something for these guys. I need some suggestions. After we talk about the Ryanson's Brickyard 188, we'll have to talk about that. But again, lap for Nathan Fuller, good enough for third at 51-26. Let's talk about Josh Cole, 51-38 in 7th. Again, another guy tied in that championship. Christopher Pugliese looks like 26. So it looks like we have about 31 drivers here tonight. Brad Gutierrez is on the pole. And you know what, y'all? We got to talk to that son of a bitch. Give me just a moment, and we're going to find him and bring him up. As they get ready, I think they're going to get ready for a warm-up. Let me find this guy. Let me find Brad Gutierrez. Brad, if you are listening at this time, I'm going to bring you in. I've apologize if I'm throwing you in other general chats. But here we are. Brad Gutierrez, you got a copy?
I do.
Dude, you fucking sound disappointed. What the fuck?
I'm about to give the drive of my life because I've had one of the roughest days of my life. So.
Oh man. All right. Let's get serious for the moment. I don't mean to pry. Do you care to share, or do you want to keep it private?
Keep it private. It's a mental thing, but yeah. It's
All
been a
right.
rough
All
day.
right. It's all right,
So-
Brad. You know I give you a lot of shit, but I love you enough to back off here tonight. Brad, you're on the poll here for the Ryanson's Brickyard 188. It makes me laugh every time I try to say this. That USF 84 looking fast, feeling fast. How are you feeling heading in tonight? You think you got the car to pull this off?
Yeah, man. I love my chances starting on the pole. You know, especially at a track like this where track position's everything. Starting out front definitely helps. It's definitely a fast 84 USF Chevy. So we'll see what we got, but I definitely can't pancake the wall like I just did.
Oh,
so.
fuck. I just saw it as you just said that. I know you're
I
trying to
can't
focus. I'm going to let you get back to it. Again, poll center, I tried to give you a little chat here. Brad Gutierrez in that 84 on the pole here tonight. Be on time for the grid walk, please.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, Brad Gutierrez, the man, the myth, the legend, trying to get his first win in the ISRL. Appreciate your time, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
You are welcome. Again, on the pole, ready to go. And we are going to lead you into some more music. That's pretty shitty. We're not going to do that to you. That's pretty sad. As we are getting ready, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll leave that up so you can get a drink, a beverage, use the restroom, do what you got to do. But tonight, while you do that, I'm going to give you the boring stuff, the stuff you don't care about, the race info heading into tonight for Ryanson's Brickyard 188. You have 75 laps, again, 60% fuel, and 4 tire sets. Again, the set you come in on, and then 3 over the wall. Again, I'm told by multiple outlets tonight it's about 20 to 25 laps on fuel. You will know early these guys and gals will be saving, especially if they're up towards the near mid-pack, towards the front, trying to keep an eye on that lead pack. Hopefully, for you and me, through these 75 laps, we get green flag pit stop strategy comes out, and we are left with wonderful, wonderful harmony of what is Ryanson's Brickyard 188. I'm going to try to say that every time for Taylor. I'm old. It's wonderful. But again, let's look at the schedule. Roger and Taylor. Excuse me. Sorry, Roger. My bad, dog. But tonight you look here, November 4th. You have Indianapolis. Next week we will be in Iowa for the Kennemetal race at Iowa. And then November 18th at Charlotte. And then we take a week off for Thanksgiving, so y'all can be with your families, go on vacation, and enjoy yourself. Treat yourself while you're gone. And then as we start December into the Christmas season with Pocono, Las Vegas, and Talladega to end the regular season and end essentially 2025. Again, I'm sponsoring Talladega. I got some fun shit coming out for that. Tune in for that. But again, big shout out again to Roger and Taylor Courtney for sponsoring Ryanson's Brickyard 188 for the ISRL, powered by THDesigns here tonight. Again, I appreciate everybody else out in TikTok, YouTube. Appreciate all the love and support. If you follow, if you don't, Andrew Rice, thank you for the love. And appreciate whatever you can do. Again, if you follow the channel, that is great. If you don't, that's great too. Glad to see you. Hope to see you back again here soon. But the Brickyard 188 is upon us. And it is time for our grid walk. Coming at you courtesy of Roger and Taylor Courtney. Look at that. Brad Gutierrez on time for prime time, for crime time. We're going to look at him as we bring it in. That car is pretty sharp. All right. A lot of views to look at. I don't know which one to select. But it's fun to look, isn't it, children? Again, Troy Klinger, thank you for hanging out. Getting ready for Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188. Boys and girls, it's about to go down. It's about to get real fast as they get ready to grid. Again, typically we wouldn't be waiting for this long for everyone to field. But you know what? Shit happens when you party naked. Again, a giveaway tonight if you are in the Twitch chat. If you join the Twitch channel, we've got a classic diecast. Got a couple of shirts to throw in there as well. An ISRL Racing t-shirt. Let me bring you back in the booth so you can see it. You have to be in the Twitch chat to win. But I have 2 shirts to give away. One to give away here tonight, along with a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt and a classic diecast from the 90s. I think it's a Sitco Michael Waltrip Ford Taurus, I believe from 98, 99. Don't quote me on that. Possibly 97. It's been a long time since I've thought about that. But nevertheless, let's get ready for the grid walk here tonight, courtesy of Roger and Taylor Courtney. On the front row and ready to go is Brad Gutierrez. On the outside of him in numero dos, Min Hang. In row number 3, not pictured, the 13 of Nate Fuller, and outside of him, the 8. Oh, looks like he is there. Nathan Fuller. And the 8 of Matthew Fleming. Row 3, we have the 5 of Mike DeWalt. And the 55 of Thomas Meeks the 3rd. In row 4, we have the 3 of Jeremy Eshelman and the 43 of Josh Cole. Looks like in row 5, we have Andrew Sanford and Forza Poston, Ryan Robertson, Nicholas Van Emert, Skylar Comstock, and William Robbins. Looks like they're just going to go. Jonathan Militia, Landon Bednars, Rob Ursello, Nathaniel Fryman, John Fenoy, Nick Tarana, Joseph Enright, Justin Wells, Scott Bell, Andrew Snyder, Alex Snyder, Michael LeBron James, Christopher Pugliese, Cody Keller, Terry Fennell, Tristan Acevedo, and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. All right, so we are going down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Let's turn down this majestic music that I think I love. I think. Pace car lights are off. You know what that means. Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188 is about to get underway. Brad Gutierrez, Min Hang, you guys are all familiar with that 11 car being up front. Let's see if he can hold it down. Will either one of the two get a win, or will it be the row behind them to repeat or get another win? Here we go. The Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway is on. Here we go. Green, green, green. Again, always worry about the first lap jitters. Got that 3 wide with Bell, Militia, and it looks like Robertson. And then you've got Robbins up there with Comstock. Looks like that is situated out. Making up words as we go. It looks like Brad Gutierrez is going to lead lap 1 of the Brickyard 188. We've got an early exit. Looks like Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. is having an issue with his car. Hopefully he will get that sorted out. Heading back out now. Battle for second. Again, early. This is early. It looks like Min Hang, Nathan Fuller are going to get it on sooner rather than later. No doubt, you don't want to get too close at this track. I do know from experience that netcode is aplenty here. And it looks like we've got another person heading the pit lane. Looks like that's going to be Nathaniel Fryman. The Fryman. Heading down pit road. Hopefully he can get himself situated there. But back out, lap 3, Brad Gutierrez out in front. Right on board with the 28 of William Robbins. Virginia man doing whatever he can. Try to get a top 10. Currently running in 12th right now. He started in 14th. Doing the job and trying to get her done. Further back now, Ryan Robertson in 14th. 2 spots back from where he started in 12th. And then you got Scott Bell, 5 spots from where he began in 23rd up into 18th. Moving back up towards the front. We'll slowly do that. Robert Cello there. Oh, and it looks like Comstock smacked the wall coming out of 4. Should be all right. Everybody's gone single file. Oh, and you see a flurry of cars there. Just hit the wall. Sorry for the delayed. Phone went off there. But again, it looks like it is what it is right now. Right on board with the 55 of Thomas Meeks. I think after last week and the week before, there's some good races. Good races, both of them, equally. But some boneheaded mistakes happen. They're trying to avoid all that here in one of the biggest speed weeks in ISRL. The Brickyard, a wonderful race to have on the schedule, especially when you have the drivers to race it. It makes it that much more special. Gonna take 60 seconds now while you hear the speed of Indianapolis here for Ryenson's Brickyard 188. Brad Gutierrez has led all 9 laps here with Mitten Hag, Matthew Fleming, Nathan Fuller, Mike DeWalt, your top 5, Jeremy Escherman, Josh Cole, Andrew Sanford, Thomas Meeks, and Fortson Post in your top 10. El Rob in the house. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you're having a great evening. Got another giveaway happening here tonight. Gotta be in the Twitch chat to be eligible. I can't stress that enough. Ryanson about to clap some meat cheek. Let's tune in. I don't think so. But he's all over that back bumper of Jonathan Militia. It looks like Fortson Poston forgot to put a scheme on here tonight. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, and Van Hemert, the 4 A&W root beer car, just smeared the wall coming out of 2. Gonna fall back a little bit is Van Hemert. Now all the way back to 19th as he's struggling right now. Biggest mover so far is that number 7, Michael James. Started 25th, has worked his way up into 18th, and having a solid run in that Oasis Chevrolet. Riding along there in front of him, Scott Bell, and behind him, that Nicholas Van Hemert. Then you got Joseph Enright in that Pennzoil number 1. And onward and so forth. Again, single file they go unless they can make a move. Again, Indianapolis, very hard to pass. You would think that it wouldn't be the case, but it is. You don't hit these corners just right, you're gonna smack the wall, as you see some drivers do. Trying to pass with that or somebody being a lane above you. Who's Ryan? This is Ryan right here in the 16. Ryan Ryanson, or Robertson, as we all know and love. That is the Ryan you are talking about, or that they are talking about. A lot of people do not know the legend that is Ryan. I do know. But you have a good race on your hand. Green flag all the way. Again, 13 of 75 complete. You're looking at a fuel window of lap 20 to lap 25. It all depends on if they're saving. And if you're up front, I don't believe you are. Brad Gutierrez just lagged out. There he is again. And he's leading by almost a second over Min Hang. And then behind him, you have the 8 of Matthew Fleming, 3-time winner so far here in the ISRL. Nathan Fuller, winner as well. And then Mike DeWalt hanging out in 5th. Again, you look at Mike DeWalt, he's like, whoa, looks like William Robbins almost eating that inside wall going towards pit lane. Mike DeWalt just on the prowl, just riding right now. Shave 3 says these are real people, right? Absolutely. No bots, no computer. This is all real people happening right now on iRacing. So if you're not familiar, that is a simulator, they call it. Still a game in my eyes, but they call it a simulator. And we are running next-gen Cup cars in Indianapolis for Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188. And appreciate the likes on the live. And we've got a good one on our hands. Tonight is officially race number 5 of 15. That 8-car Matthew Fleming, your points leader as of this moment. And next week we'll head to Iowa. I'll promote that here. I'll line that up here shortly. But again, if you are not on Twitch or on the Twitch channel, there is a giveaway happening on Twitch, which we have 2 shirts to give away and a classic die-cast car from the 90s. If you're interested in that, that will be available to you. One thumbs up and I'll pour myself a glass of absinthe. Oh yeah, definitely a thumbs up. I can't give that a big enough thumbs up, so I'm going to give you a Bob Ross. What's a mid-starter iRacing rig cost me? So what I race with is a Logitech G920, which is pretty old technology. But you can probably find that for around 200 bucks on eBay. You got a stand, which is metal, plastic, whatever. That's about 40 to 60 bucks, depends on what you want, just for a starter rig. Mid-rig, if you're looking to get a seat, that's a range from anywhere from $100 to $900. It depends on what you're looking for or how you want it set up. And then you've got all that other stuff, the vibration, hepatic stuff. So I mean, mid, you're looking at least like 1,200 bucks. Low end, you're looking at maybe 350, 400 bucks. And that's not including iRacing and all the tracks. You have to buy iRacing tracks individually, also the cars individually. Brad Gutierrez still out in front. Min Hang, Matthew Fleming, Nathan Fuller, Mike DeWalt, your top 5 currently. Jeremy Escherman in that 3-car. Josh Cole, Andrew Sanford, Jonathan Militia, and Thomas Meeks the 3rd, rounding out your top 10. Let's ride on board with Thomas. I'm going to clap those cheeks, Meeks, right here on the Horse Boat Network. Shafe, no, not at all. Not at all. I mean, for me, I'm pretty low key, low end, but it gets the job done, man. I can race, keep the car stable. You don't want to run a controller. I mean, unless you got really steady thumbs, but you got to have those really steady opposable thumbs to do that, and a lot of times they can't handle it. Been riding on board with Thomas Meeks in 10th right now. And that beautiful red, white, and black 55 Chevrolet. It looks like this is the field that's broken off as we are 18 laps in. Oh, you're welcome, Shane. You are welcome. We're going to start getting into that pit window. Again, 20 to 25 laps is what you're looking at right now. You see there, looks like the deuce of Cody Keller and the 42 of Christopher Pugliese. This is a battle for 19th right now in that second group. Move it up again. Let's go back up through the field. Looks like we got a little battle brewing here between Fortson Poston and Thomas Meeks. Poston moving to the inside, closing the door. Looks like he's going to get that for 10th. And moving along, we shall. Getting everybody holding pretty steady. Looks like Joseph Enright there in the 1. Looks like he is a lap down and he has pitted. Mike DeWalt looks like he's heading in at lap 20 for the 5 car. And looks like Nick Tirana in the 10 going to follow as well. And moving up back towards the front, you have Brad Gutierrez leading the way in that USF South Florida 84 Chevrolet, with Min Hang, Matthew Fleming, Nathan Fuller, and Jeremy Eshelman. Tezonde 93 in Twitch says, smack them cheeks, Ryan, with a lot of ends. Let's ride on board with your boy, Ryan Ryanson. Oh shit, he almost bender Thomas Meeks. Looks like Nathan Fuller and Meeks both are heading to pit lane. Again, it's all what you can handle here. Looks like Ryan now inside the top 10. 21 laps in of 75. We are almost a third of the way through the race and definitely having a bueno time. Looks like we have a lot of takers to pit lane this time. Josh Cole, Andrew Sanford in that mix. Fortson Poston, Joseph Enright, and Rob Rossello Jr. Alex Snyder heading to pit road. Terry Fennell doing the same. The plot thickens. Looks like 1st through 14th have not pitted. And are going to try to run this out. Again, 20 to 25 is what you're looking at. See Eshelman and Militia exiting towards pit lane. But an uneventful night here in Indianapolis so far, knock on wood. And it looks like we have about 6 cars now that have yet to pit. there goes our leaders, Brad Gutierrez and Min Hang. Matthew Fleming taking suit, or following suit as well. Van Hemert going to do the same, and I would imagine these guys are all going to come in. Acevedo, Dusty Wells. That means when they come back around, Mike DeWalt will inherit the lead. That's if Min Hang and Brad Gutierrez can get out of pit road fast enough. Got them right sides on. He's coming around turn 4 right now. Just scraping the wall. They're all on the back end of William Robbins. Looks like DeWalt is going to lead at least one lap here at Indianapolis, possibly. Because it's going to take him a second or two for the 84 and the 11 to get up to speed. And leading a lap, you get a point for that. I don't know how many points, but I do believe at least one. So that is very muy importante. I'm not bilingual, but I know a little bit. But that atomic XR battery DeWalt Toyota Camry gonna lead a lap here at Indianapolis. Get her done, but Brad Gutierrez and trying to drive his ass off, as he mentioned on the pre-race show, drive of his life here for Indianapolis. We reach a third of the way through this contest. I want to remind everyone, next week we head to Iowa for the Blackhawk Industrial 160, sponsored by Rob Rossello, right here on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Again, 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central. Come here early, chill, vibe with the music, get ready to rumble. As race number 6 of the ISRL, the inaugural season, continues right here on the Horse Boat Network. Mike DeWalt getting a little help from lap traffic. Looks like John Fenoy in that 39. Got a little roughed up on the front nose, but we are all spread out. Let me see if I can give you the track map. See where everybody is currently. I don't know if I've said the Ryanson's Brickyard 188 enough. Please let me know. Shafe, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. LK, thank you for being a part of this. And L Rob, thank you as always for supporting the channel. Channels, plural, not singular. Mike DeWalt leading this charge for the Brickyard 188. Brad Gutierrez in second, followed by Ben Hang, Nathan Fuller, and Jonathan Militia, your top 5. Then you're looking at Jeremy Eshelman, Fortson Poston, Josh Cole, Andrew Sanford, and Thomas Meeks, your top 10. Let's ride on board with Rob Rossello Jr. Again, Torrington, Connecticut. Man in that Kennametal number 24 Chevrolet. Tide Nation 6, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Very much appreciated for that. Always nice to enlighten new followers to the channel. Again, giveaway tonight. You got to be in the Twitch chat and look up xHoRsEbOaTx. You'll find me on Twitch. We're live right now. I got a t-shirt. I've got a couple t-shirts, a classic die-cast car from the 90s. If you are into racing, you're into that kind of shit, come and follow the channel. Get involved for that giveaway. Again, we're going to do that. You have to be in the channel, have to be present to win. So get in over on Twitch. Appreciate over on TikTok. I recommend to do that over there to get involved. Again, 30 laps in. It is getting interesting. Green flag all the way. Jonathan Militia right here in that Marlboro Coors 69 Toyota Camry. Right on board. It's a little smoky in there, but don't mind that. He likes to smoke and drive. He also likes a road soda every now and again because he's self-conscious about his driving. He has to have a couple before he hits the road. Again, I'm not inviting that. I'm just telling you what it is. Don't come for me. And we've got a caution.
How you doing in there,
We've got a
kid?
caution. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on our first ISRL caution of the evening. Looks like Alex Snyder involved in this one. And let's see what has happened. Again, let's look here. Get a better shot of Snyder in that 19 gray rainbow-esque Chevrolet. Let's see what happened. Oh, smacking the wall, and he's holding it together. No, he didn't. No, shit. That is toasted. That is toasted. Let's go to the blimp cam. Let's see that again in real time because that was pretty good. He just gets loose, hits the wall. He saves it and points it north. Boom. That was a person in the stands right there. That is a deeply concerning shot. And it's just, wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let's back it up again since we have the time. And you already see there going into one, he's kind of fishtailing out a little bit in that PlayStation Chevrolet. Smokes the wall.
What? Oh no!
And then he thinks he's got it saved. You got it. You got it, man. You got it.
And it's gone.
Boom. Head on. Wow. Never ceases to amaze me how awesome some of that stuff is. But that nose should be totally fucking gone, in my opinion. But he'll have a fast repair, and it looks like he will live to see another day. Everybody hitting pit lane right now. Might want to keep an eye out for that. Min Hang gonna get out in front. Pit crew got on the ball that time and beat Brad Gutierrez and company out to the pace car. So lap 32 they came in. We're going to expect them maybe around lap, I'm going to say lap 55, maybe a lap or two before then to see if we go green. Alex Snyder, redeem HB Drink Time. Snyder, I know you probably got to get repaired. Do you want to come in for a quick interview? We'd love to have you. He says rip. That's not good. That's not good at all. But let's see if we can get him. Oh, yeah, we've got him. Of course, I can't pull him. I can't do anything. Oh, there it is. I can do it. I have the power. Snyder.
How you doing, Tom?
Dude, what the fuck happened, man?
Yeah, I gassed it up too early coming out of one and hit the wall, and it just sent me into the inside.
Yeah, that was wild. I thought you had it saved for a second on the replay, and then when I saw you nosedive right into it, I was like, holy shit, he did not have it saved at all.
Yeah, I almost got it saved, and then I think I might have clipped that little bit of grass, and it just shot me right up the track into two.
Good Lord, man. Good Lord. You're going to be able to get back out there?
Nah, I quit already. I've had enough of Indy.
Oh, you've already had enough. Were you struggling out there?
I was running like 20th, I think, but
All right.
wasn't really, I don't know, not my best track for sure.
That's all right. Well, this is for you. You redeemed it, so I'm going to let you see it live here. Probably see that in a second as we're getting ready to go back Green Flag Racing. Anybody want to give a shout out to since we're in the booth?
Just shout out to Militia, Cole, and Fuller for helping me out throughout the season. This is only my kind of first year of racing, so big shout out to those guys. Yeah, and hopefully look forward to future races and getting better.
Right on. Well, Alex, I know I love gaming with you, man. I hope we can do that again sometime soon. Sorry to see you go, bro.
Hey, for sure. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Again, that is Alex Snyder in the 19. And we're going to get back to it here now for the Ryanson's Brickyard 188. Our first caution of the night. Again, we're looking about lap 53 to lap 55 for people to start coming again. Again, if we go green, that's what we are looking for. Cover my fat face. You don't see that shit. Get it out. Again, if you are in Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube, go ahead and follow the Twitch channel. It'll get you involved in the giveaway here tonight. Classic diecast, couple of t-shirts. Mid-hang, Brad Gutierrez going to bring us back to green flag action here for Ryanson's Brickyard 188, sponsored by Roger and Taylor Courtney. Here we go. Let's get it on.
Green flag.
Green, green, green. Here we go. Mid-hang first laps here as the leader. He has been pretty dominant this season, leading laps, but a mistake has always costed him the race. Tonight, hopefully trying to change things now. Trying to make a move here tonight. A Brickyard win would mean a lot for this driver. And you're looking at a battle right now. Looks like for fourth between Jeremy Eshelman in the 3 and Jonathan Militia in the 69. And then behind them, it looks like side by side, you have Josh Cole and Mike DeWalt. Oh, and then a big move out there. Scott Bell fighting, looks like, with 27 of Nathaniel Fryman. Nick says, game, not that realistic. There's not that many people at the Brickyard. You know, you're probably not wrong, dude. Can't hate on that. That's pretty funny. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I'm trying to move on, but I can't. That's funny. Joseph Enright, Matthew Fleming, all over each other right now, like a Brokeback Mountain cautionary tale. Skylar Comstock. Oh, we got shit happening. Oh, hitting the inside wall. Looks like that is Dusty Wells. Back that ass up for a brief moment. Let's see what we can see on that one, because that was pretty crazy. Looks like Fryman taking the air off of him on the ass end, and then Wells just finding the inside wall near pit lane. Troublesome for the 91. Hopefully he can get his shit together and back out on the racetrack. Love the 91. Says native Hoosier, been the past 4 years all for jokes. Love it as a Wisconsinite. I've got relatives in Indiana. Always have a soft spot for Hoosiers and Hoosiers sports-related universities. Especially what, number 4 ranked Indiana Hoosiers right now? Gotta love that. Ben Hang out in front, trying to get her done in that Ducati Ford Mustang behind him. The heavy-hearted 84 USF of Brad Gutierrez. Nate Fuller, Jonathan Militia, and Andrew Samford, your top 5 currently. Behind them, you have Jeremy Eshelman, Mike DeWalt, Skylar Comstock, Fortson Poston, and the 24 of Rob Rossello Jr. Biggest mover so far from what I can see. Started 15th, currently up into 4th. Right now, that's 69 of Jonathan Militia. In Mooresville, North Carolina. Give him a couple road sodas, he'll do whatever you want. And I mean whatever you want. Wink, wink. I'm just telling you. Don't hate. Seriously though, it would be really cool to see Jonathan Militia put up a top 5 tonight in a complete race. The guy is always fast, but something either of his own doing or just the string of luck. He doesn't finish a race or finishes very poorly. It would be nice to see the 69 in a top 5 position rather than missionary. Moving a little further back, Mike DeWalt trying to get in line between Rob Rossello and Josh Cole, with Skylar Comstock to boot in front of him. Rob Rossello to the inside of Mike DeWalt. DeWalt's going to give it up. So it looks like Ryan hit harder than initially thought. I mean, I don't know, man. Did he? Why do I not see his name anymore? Oh, there he is. He's riding around. He's doing just fine. Again, Ryan Robertson, also known as Ryan Ryanson, cruising around in 26th. Trying to keep it together. .40 laps in. Again, we are over halfway done with Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188. Everybody's spread out yet again. Now, I don't know if you're up near the front right now, if you're like this, you're really conserving gas. To me, at about 12 to 15 laps, you're gonna see people pit. They have to. There's no doubt about it. If you're by yourself, you're burning off fuel, you have no draft, you have no help. If I were anyone, I would love to be in that position where you have a bunch of cars in a chain, where you kind of cruise around, take your foot off the gas. Maybe save that little bit you know the top 5 isn't saving. And if you can tee it up just right, again, you're looking at lap, in my mind, 53 to 55, where I'm like, okay, I have to pit. But if you can stretch it out a little bit further.
Real fucking problem out there to throw the
Terry Fennell has crashed.
Bro, if you could, I had no idea what was
I had
happening
some
there.
really good analysis, but that threw it all out the fucking window. Amazing. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Looked like Terry Fennell is involved in that double zero. Let's see what we can see on this one. And losing control again, out of 2, and then nosing it and rearing it in that Georgia Bulldogs Chevrolet. Again, the second single car crash here tonight. We'll run it back again. Just couldn't keep it together enough. Everybody doing a moderately good job here tonight. But it looks like he just breaks loose coming out of 1. Cedric Coleman says, is this iRacing? Yes, it is. This is iRacing. Yes, indeed. Yeah, just loses it, puts it in the wall. DJ Hartman, thank you for following myself over on TikTok. Appreciate that. Again, I encourage, if you have a Twitch account, to go over on Twitch. We have a giveaway going on tonight. But you gotta be in the Twitch chat to be a part of it. So if you got it, go over there. We've got an ISRL t-shirt. Again, I'll bring you in the booth here as we are getting ready to go back. Green, looks like everybody's going to hit pit lane yet again. But again, I am Tom Torre, a.k.a. the Horse Boat. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Again, what you're looking at here is what you get. If you're over in the Twitch channel and you are present towards the end of the night here, you're going to be in the drawing for an ISRL Racing t-shirt, as well as a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt, as well as a classic Michael Waltrip Sitco diecast from the 90s in its packaging, unopened, untouched. Again, the box is a little worn, but inside the car, intact, untouched, as far as I know. But again, you'd be in there over there if you're at Twitch. But everybody getting a little work done, getting a little lift, and getting back out on the track as we're looking in our pit cam right now. But out of pit lane, leading the race, is Thomas Meeks III. Flagship all over this race. Matthew Fleming right behind him as well. Again, Meeks was in line to win the race a couple of weeks ago. Fleming accidentally pulling the cord, taking him out. I think it was last week, actually. Meeks was in line for the win. It was funny. What's the Twitch channel? Look up xHoRsEbOaTx. Here you go. Same thing you see here across YouTube, across Twitch, across TikTok. Again, I make stupid shit on TikTok. Don't mind me. I just am bored and don't care. Think you might see me in a do-rag in one of those videos. Again, that was a suggestion by somebody I know. Probably not the best move, but, you know, I'm going to live with it. LRob2 says flagship on top. Yes. Yes, Liz, they are. I'm sure you're used to this by now. Again, flagship right there. William Robbins sitting in the top 5 as well. Again, appreciate the follows tonight. Watching over on TikTok. Thank you over on Twitch. I don't give you enough love for following me for most of the season here with the Gears Racing League, which I am fired up about 2026. I've got a lot of news to break here going forward down the road. We're not going to release anything yet. Again, no final decisions have been made yet, but I'm excited to share it with you as it falls through, as I'm allowed to say. But again, ISRL kicking ass in this inaugural season. Happy to be here all season long. Again, I would love it if I had the ISRL in the fall and winter and Gears through the spring, summer, and early fall. That is a beautiful mix for me, and that is my hope here in 2026. Let's talk about it on the front row. Thomas Meeks III, Matthew Fleming on the front row. Row 2, you're looking at Nathaniel Fryman and Min Hang. Row 3, you have Brad Gutierrez and William Robbins. Row 4, you have Jonathan Militia and Andrew Sanford. And rounding out our top 10, and in row 5, Cody Keller and Skylar Comstock. And as always, I'll bring it up again next week. Oh shit, Shave 3 with the follow. He was over on TikTok, now he's on Twitch. He wants a goddamn t-shirt and is involved here tonight. Thank you for the follow. Quick segue again, all fall and winter season long. Tuesday nights belong here on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. For the ISRL next week, we will be at Iowa for the Blackhawk Industrial 160, sponsored by Rob Rossello. Again, tune in right here at 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central, only on the Horse Boat Network. Pace car lights are off. You know what that means. That means it's time to get it on. Hartman 33 Jr., thank you for the follow. And we are going to go green in the meandyourmom.com restart zone. Oh, yeah, I want that die-cast Milwaukee t-shirt. I get you. I feel you, man. Again, appreciate all the love and support wherever you are. Flagship on point here right now, 1, 2, and 5. Excuse me, 6, I lied. But it is hot and heavy. Again, no sex in the champagne room. But a lot of crazy shit is going down. Fryman and Robbins side by side. You're on board with William Robbins right now. Again, it has been a wonderful evening for Ryan Ryanson, Brickyard 188. Oh, not Milwaukee. I thought you had a Mikey Waltrip t-shirt. No, I don't. I have a Michael Waltrip race car diecast. That is what I have, a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt and an ISRL t-shirt. I wish I had a Michael Waltrip t-shirt. I wouldn't give it to you. I'd be wearing that shit. Joking aside, I probably would. And he would too. No, yeah, I know it. A free t-shirt, man. I don't think anybody can bitch too much. And free shipping? Like, come on. But that is how we do it. It is pure chaos right now. Serpentine, as they would say. You bet your ass I'm playing some Battlefield before I go to bed tonight. Trying to get better. Having a good time with that. Nobody watches that shit when I do that. Again, Shafe Hartman, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Showing your love here on TikTok as well. Getting up to 684 on Twitch. 700, we got to do something big. I don't know, but we got to do something cool. I'll figure it out as we go. Scott Bell, Joseph Enright battling side by side now for 17th. You may not care, but it means a lot to these guys. Hard racing here at Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188. And Thomas Meek still leading the charge here. 48 of 75 in the books. And again, you look at, I say again a lot, I don't know why, but Fleming again last week, last lap, and we got another caution. Landon Bednar's Christopher Baglies get the cheese. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Oh, looks to the inside, and it looks like major. Either he got loose or it was netcode. Oh! Damn. Damn. That had to hurt regardless. Let's slow it down. And it looks like he might have just gotten loose. He got a little loose once, straightened it out, and then all of a sudden, I'm distracted because there's another car in the wall coming out of one. Holy shit, just grinding all over it.
Piss in the ass! Piss coming from my ass!
And then, yeah, boom. 29 and the 42 making sweet, sweet love by the fire. Let's back that ass up yet again and go from the nose cam of Landon Bednarz. This is the guy who got smoked by that hot pink car here, as you're going to see here in just a second. And the 42, in my mind, just got a little bit loose, fresh tires. You know, maybe saw in the stands a fresh set of
mommy milkers
and just put it in the wall. You know, there's a lot that could be going on in that sequence, and then Landon just finding that right side of Christopher Pugliese.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
But again, third caution of the night. Looks like to be expected. And we have plenty of takers going into pit lane, which is going to make things even more interesting. Because if we're looking at it, we're around that pit window. So now, lap 50, these guys are coming into pit. No doubt the rest of this field will be coming into pit this next lap. If they don't, they are screwed with a capital S. I cannot emphasize that enough. But it sets the stage for an interesting predicament. You're now running near the end of the fuel window. So you're looking at 20 to 25 laps. 25 laps really stretching it out. Looks like they're going to get fuel. My guess is that some of these guys try to come in and get like a splash and go or something like that, because they weren't on these set of tires very long. So it'll be quite interesting to see how this works out. Let's look up at Min Hang and see if he's going to pit here on this ensuing lap. But that is quite interesting. We're going to take 60 seconds here, go get a break, get something to drink. We'll be right back. You are watching the ISRL right here on the Horseboat Network. All right, we are back. Getting ready to go green. Min Hang, Brad Gutierrez in row 1. Row 2, you have William Robbins and Rob Rosello Jr. Row 3, you're going to be Cody Keller and Scott Bell. Jonathan Militia, Mike DeWalt. Row 4 and row 5 going to be Skylar Comstock and Nathan Fuller. Again, thank you all for watching, enjoying this channel. Again, if you are not on Twitch, if you have a Twitch account, go over there. We have a giveaway tonight for some t-shirts, classic diecast car. go ahead and head over there. Follow, be in the chat towards the end, and we will draw to see who can win it. I'm going to take another shot for my salty caramel whiskey before we get going. Laps left, we have, I would imagine, 25 to go, 24 to go when we get to green flag action. Right on the edge of that fuel window, so if they stay green, it is definitely going to get interesting. All right. Evan, thank you for the follow, my man. I appreciate that a lot.
Green flag.
We are green for Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188, trying to bring it home. 24 laps to go before a winner is chosen. Again, this is the inaugural season of the ISRL, and they have been kicking ass here tonight and all season long. Mid-hang again out in front. The story on the 11 Ducati Ford Mustang is that he is a skilled driver, one of the better drivers that I know of. I've raced against him personally. He is a guy who most of the time will put together a complete race and come out and dominate if he's good at the track. But this year, for whatever reason, whenever he's been in the front, something has always happened. Either a penalty, an accident, something stupid that's happened which really has deterred his race. Trying to bring home a win here tonight. Again, Brad Gutierrez in second, your pole sitter. Again, these two guys on the front row here tonight. See action here in the back. Brad Gutierrez driving tonight with a heavy heart. Hopefully he will be okay here down the road. But then you got the mid-pack here from about, let's see, Nathaniel Fryman, and that 27 is 13th. Looks like all the way back to about 18th. T-Stro's right. Greatest new league on iRacing right now. Get in while you can. Damn right. I'd believe it. Dude, you don't have to send me roses or let them cook, bro. You don't have to do that. I appreciate the love, though, on TikTok. I know you're a talker as well. I don't know if I'll ever see a dime from that shit, to be purely honest with you. I don't know how that shit works. The 260 show, thank you for sharing the live and following the live. Hell yeah, man. 22 laps to go. Mid-hang is your leader, and it's Brad Gutierrez right behind him. Now, if you're just joining us, the fuel window is about 20 to 25 laps, and when we went green flag racing, it was 24 laps to go. So it's going to be interesting who's going to be short if it stays green, and who is green to the finish. Again, if I were anybody, I'd be saving. I'd be back here trying to connect with somebody else, riding along on their coattails until we get less than 10 to go, making sure I had it in the bag, and then I would go for it. Approximately 20 cents. Oh my God, thank you so much. Fuck yeah, 20 cents, bro, 20 cents. Thank you, China. Again, thank you to all the new followers here tonight on the channel that follow it. Hanging out, keeping it real. When keeping it real goes wrong. Let's get you up to speed. You got Min-Hang, Brad Gutierrez, Rob Rosello Jr., William Robin, Jonathan Militia, Scott Bell, Nathan Fuller, Skylar Comstock, Josh Cole, and Cody Keller, your top 10. Let's ride on board with the deuce of Cody Keller. Me, Review, wrong time. Cleaner McSkeeter. I think that's one of the best names I've ever seen. But alas, they left, and that makes me sad. is the inaugural Brickyard 188 here for the ISRL. Oh, let's see who we got. You know who I want right on board with your choice of driver, Ryan Robertson. It is. Let's get on the gyro cam. We'll give you some uninterrupted love. Box sets, thank you for the follow. I like the name. Oh, and you see Robertson cutting out his fuel, trying to save. Again, riding around in 13th. He could get a top 10 here tonight. Don't count him out here tonight. We're going to take 30 seconds to ride along with Ryanson. Bringing you back in. And 18 laps to go. Ryan Robertson doing the damn thing. Trying to bring it home in one piece. Something he's failed to do multiple Saturday nights out. Getting passed by Nick Tyrannosaurus. Looks like these other guys are just going to go for it. And we have a lead change right now. We have Brad Gutierrez taking the top spot away. UTRC says, I'm so erect right now. Me too, man, me too. Top Fan 2012, like the live, thank you so much. Even if it was on accident, I appreciate that. Up over 1,000 likes, 1.5 thousand likes here tonight on TikTok. The ISRL is cooking. Let them cook. Let them go.
Smile if you love men's prostates.
But Brad Gutierrez says he's really good here. And that 84 USF Chevrolet Camaro out in front, trying to deal the damage and get his first win in ISRL Cup Series history. Smokey says, let's fucking go, Brad. That's what I'm talking about. Well, please, get in the booth, man. Where are you? Get in the waiting room. We need you in the booth. Just for a minute. Ben Hang riding around in second, and you never know what this top five is doing, what they're brewing. Nathan Fuller, I am most sus with. Let's bring in now, looks like the 42 of Chris McLeese. Looks like he's out of this race, but into the booth. Chris, how are you, my man?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, brother. How about you?
Oh, you know, hanging in there like I typically do. We got a big race here coming towards the end of this one. Coming to 15 to go, or excuse me, yeah, 15 to go here at the line. Gutierrez, Hang, Rosello, Militia, Robbins. Who you got if you got to pick between the top five?
I would like to see my man Brad go off tonight.
I know that it would mean a lot to him tonight to pull off the win, pole sitter tonight. I don't know the details, but it wasn't the typical Brad that I know and love and talk a lot of shit to. Given, be it as it may, the guy again quoted, he's going to race his ass off. He has done just the thing here tonight, please.
He sure has, man. I've been watching this since I bent myself out, and he is just putting on an absolute clip. The car looks good, and he is making it better.
Yeah, he's done a great job, Now let's turn the tables here just for a minute as you are a Horse Boat and Friends golf tour. You have Josh Cole, Nathan Fuller tied heading into the final week of the first ever tour. Who you got for that pick heading into the final round Sunday?
Oh, that's a tough one. I know Nate's a hell of a golfer, but I can tell you, I know Josh, and he's not going to give up until the bitter end. So It's going to be fun to see, but I hope Josh pulls that one out.
It is going to be an interesting conclusion to that season. Again, I know the tour has gone on a little long. And I don't know. I've had a lot of fun. I know with VR, putting on the headset, it can be trying at times, especially if you're really not in the mood for it. But overall, it has been a super fun golf season, I would say, for the first year of the tour.
I will definitely agree with you, man. Even if I didn't want to play after I put on the headset and started playing, we ended up having so much fun.
You know, it would be fun to host like a poker tour, so people could watch. But then I don't want people looking at my fucking cards.
Yeah, you could get somebody stream sniping.
Well, I would hope not. But I'm worried
For
about
sure,
you
if it's
doing
just
that
us and
shit.
the boys.
It's you. It's all you.
It's me. I'm the hacker.
Fucking looking at my cards and shit. Like,
Oh
dude,
yeah.
why are you
I'm gonna
hitting
catch that
right
royal
now?
flush and be
Fucking
like, no,
full.
thank you.
Maybe we should have craps night. Then nobody can fucking cheat. You know, it'd be fun. Looking forward, you got 13
Toss 'em
laps
the
to
dice.
go. Brad Gutierrez still out in front with a sizable lead now, almost growing to a second. Min Hang, Robercello Jr., Jonathan Militia, Nathan Fuller, your top 5. Nathan Fuller put the moves on William Robbins. Not sure if Robbins just let him go or if you're saving. Now, Chris, I don't know if you backed out before that last caution there, but they're right inside that fuel window. Do you think these guys are going to have to pit, or do you think they're going to be able to stretch it out and make it?
I was looking at that myself before I ended up bringing it. Sorry to explain that when he ever sees us.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, I was the one that brought that out, and I was looking at fuel myself, and it's going to be really close. It really is. I was talking to a couple of my teammates before I left, and it could be one stop. You might be able to save it. You know, if you can draft enough, you might just be able to make it to the end. It really makes me wonder.
Let's see. Min Hang looks like he is pit, and so has William Robbins. That tells me not everybody's going to have enough. This is going to get interesting, and I hope it stays green. It's gotta here at this point.
The 16 car is going to be interesting to watch. You can tell he's been saving for a while. Ryan has been waiting. I don't know.
Brad Gutierrez, I think this is his theme song right now.
Let's fight, take love. Let's fight, take love.
I don't know if you know what that is. We won't talk about it. Brad Gutierrez still out in front, determined to make it. Looks like Jonathan Militia going to pit. So again, a lot of guys. Fuller in the house. Cole in the pit lane as well. No doubt, I think Brad Gutierrez is going to have to pit, and I think he's just trying to get as much time as he can on the rest of those guys.
Maybe catch a lucky caution.
I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility.
These guys are all really good drivers, you know, and I know that last caution that came out was me. I had wheel damage, and I just lost it coming out of the corner.
Dude,
and
you're
I
an
ended
asshole.
up taking the 29 with me. I am an asshole. I took the 29 with me, and I was like, oh, God, no.
Did Bednar say anything, or was it all good?
I don't know. I'm gonna send him a message here in a little bit, and I'll make sure I apologize. Let him know that it really was just me coming sliding. Here goes Brad.
Brad sliding into pit lane. Hopefully he made pit road speed. Rob Rosello right there, and Scott Bell is going to inherit the lead with 9 laps to go. Who had that on their bingo card right now? Not I, said the cat.
Not I.
Fortson posted going to the inside net, orange and white. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, but that's what I see. It looks pretty lame. I was going to say another term, but going to leave that out for the stream. Fortson posted. Now your leader heading down the backstretch into 3 and 4. I wonder if these guys are going to have to pit.
They may. I honestly think Fryman's saving as well. We were talking about it before I left the chat. He was really working on trying to keep enough fuel in that car to make it to the end, so that might be another one. I would love to see him pull it out.
And it looks like Scott Bell is hitting pit road, and now it's just a 2-car race right at the moment between Fortson Poston and Skylar Comstock. Now, we talked about a poker tour, which some people really want to see, apparently, which I might just do for fun, because that would be fun to play cards and stream at the same time. Hell, I'm even doing kitchen. I think I'm going to do Cooking Simulator in VR and do a whole series on that in this winter, but that's another conversation for another time. You know, Fortson, he's a young guy. I've known him for going on damn near 5-6 years. And this kid,
He's a good dude.
he's a good dude and strategic racer, and I thought he was going to run it out, but made a liar out of me before I said it, which is great. I really didn't lie, just didn't say it. Hitting pit road. Skylar Comstock out in front too, in that Hams 25. Chris, have you ever drank a Hams?
Love hams. Yes, I have. I've drank a lot of hams, Tom. A lot. I bought like 10 cases of it for a birthday party. That
Years
nobody
ago,
showed up to.
years ago, coming down from shrooms. Hams taste brilliant. When you're sober, drinking Hams, going into that, it's like, what the fuck is this? But I digress. That Hams 25 out in front, leading the way. And it wasn't so bad. It was more of shocking, like, I drank this before? Question mark. But he's going for it. 7 laps to go, 6 laps to go at the line. Cody Keller right there. If he can catch his draft, he would be in good shape. But here is the Predator. And I'm not going to say anything further than that. 3-time winner Matthew Fleming in second. And he is saving right now. He is shutting off the car, going into one. Not to give his strategy away, but he is trying to make it to 4 wins in this season. 4 wins out of 5 races. What the hell? That's insane numbers. That's like me, like, throwing 5 touchdown passes with my Madden character and being like 6-0.
Yeah,
It's
man.
insane.
He came out really strong from the beginning. I had never met any of the Fleming or the Flem Dog drivers, and they all seem to be some really, really competitive, really hard-nosed racers. I like it. I really like it.
It's been a conversation for a lot of folks that I've talked to about the ISRL, about what Flagship does. They are a dominant group, and it's not just one driver. Like, if you're looking at that field, Matthew Fleming is probably, I would say, if you're talking about like a bullpen or a rotation in baseball per se, like you got Matt right there. You got Matt 1. He's got to be your ace. But then when you go down the line, it could be anybody. It could be Meeks one week. It could be William Robbins the next week. It could be Bednar's the next. Like, you have an accoutrement of different skill sets on one team. And if you're going for team points, that's huge. That's freaking huge.
Absolutely.
Coming down the stretch.
If I'm not mistaken, they're either first or second in team points.
Pugliese, are you paying attention to the chat? Because I'm not going to say it, but there's some really funny shit out there. 4 laps to go. Comstock out there. In that 25 Hams Chevrolet.
Oh,
I'm near
boy.
tears. I can't say it. I'm not going to. Don't say it, please.
No, I won't.
He's got a 5 seat. He had a 5-second lead. It's down to 3, but he is saving fuel, and he's going at it. And we're right on board with Skylar right now. He is saving every ounce. If you want to make a Johnny Depp blow reference, every kilo, every little kilogram, every microgram. If you know what I'm saying. And he does it right crossing the start-finish line with 3 laps to go. Is this man insane? Absolutely insane. Skylar Comstock wants it so bad.
I can't believe he's still hanging on.
This is as good as it gets. Fuel saving again. If you're a normal, or I should say normal, or a typical NASCAR consumer, watcher, fan, they have stage racing. We don't have that. Fuel strategy comes into play, and it's happening right before your eyes right now. Before we had our last caution, when we had our last caution, excuse me, we were right inside that pit window. So they pitted with about 25 laps to go. Some of these guys pitted with 25. Some of these guys pitted with 24. Some of these guys are fuel saving, shutting off their engines to save fuel. Matthew Fleming closing that door, 2 laps to go. He's inside, 1 second, and charging.
He's got to run it flat out now. Can't shut off anymore.
That 8 car all over the ass end, as Pugliese is alluding to. They have to run out. There's no more saving. And if he is saving, he is in a lot of trouble because Fleming is ready to deal damage, ready to go. Yeah, he is crawling all over the ass end, moves to the inside. We could see win number 4 here tonight as we are coming out of turn 4 onto the front stretch, heading towards the white flag here at Indianapolis for Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188. Again, join the Twitch chat if you want to be in for the giveaway here tonight. Got to follow the channel and be present to win. After the post-race interviews, you have to be here in order to win. And then I have to contact you, which will be even weirder. Matthew Fleming out in front on the back stretch. Looks like he is going to bring it home.
He does.
Comstock's
He's got a strong
trying.
car.
Trying to do everything he can. He tried to save late. Couldn't do it, but a second place, I don't think you can bitch about that. Coming across out of turn 4 on the front stretch, Skylar Comstock trying to make one last-ditch effort. Not going to be enough. Your winner of the Brickyard 188 is going to be Matthew Fleming.
Congratulations, Mr. Fleming. That's wild. 4 on the season so far.
You have 5 races. 4 of those races are won by the person you are looking at. It is Matthew Fleming. Again, I will give you your unofficial top 20 as it stands right now to the left side of your screen. And we are going to get set for the ISRL post-race show. Again, Matthew Fleming, Skylar Comstock, Jeremy Eshelman, Thomas Meeks, Nicholas Van Hemert, Michael James, Nathaniel Fryman, Ryan Robertson, Joseph Enright, and Mike DeWalt rounding out your top 10. What does that say? I can't read that.
Let's go, Fleming.
We need an interview from the driver whose name is headline. Oh, yeah. Ryan Robertson to the booth to let Matthew Fleming burn it down. We will be right back, taking 60 seconds, getting set up for the ISRL post-race show. right. All right. Thank you, Evan. Evan asked a great question. What white flag rule do you guys go by if they make it and a caution comes out? Is the race over? No, we race back to the line. There is no caution. Race is over. It's iRacing. Nobody's going to die here. We're going to race back to the line. But again, Matthew Fleming, your winner. Again, 4 times this season, making history as he goes. Skylar Comstock and Jeremy Eshelman, your top 3. Let's talk to the first person here, and let's bring in Ryan Robertson. Ryan, President, CEO of the ISRL. Ryan, thank you for joining the program. We'll have you in the booth as we go through the interviews here tonight. You are by request to be in the booth, and I am honoring that for those who sponsored the race. Jeremy Eshelman finishing 3rd here tonight. Started in 7th. Jeremy in that 3 car, looking beautiful in blue. How are you feeling after tonight's race?
I feel great after that.
What happened for you, or what transpired personally that ended up for you making 3rd place?
I was running pretty well, and then I got some wheel damage in the mid-race that put me in an alternate strategy. And it ended up working out for me because I was able to top off there in that last caution, and then I just stretched it out.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I mean, definitely my teammates at Skid Row with Rob and Joseph Enright. Those guys have been fun to work with this season and helped us out throughout the race. So.
Right on. Well, congratulations, Jeremy, on a 3rd place finish, and we'll see you here next week in Iowa.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Let's get in the 2nd place finisher, the man who is hopefully saving me a hams. Skylar Comstock finishing in 2nd here tonight, leading the end of the race there at those laps, but unfortunately was unable to pull it off. How are you feeling after finishing 2nd here tonight?
Well, I'm happy to get a good finish, but would have liked to have the win, especially with the playoffs and everything, right? It'd be nice to try to lock yourself in. So it's tough. I tried to save as much as I could, and I really thought I had it. And, when I came across the line, the car was out. It was starting to sputter on the front stretch. So I went as far as I could, and, that's really all I could do. I think I played the strategy right still and got a better position than what I would have had because I was buried in the field. So we're going to take the points and look for other opportunities in the future.
Hell yeah. And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better night to do it with green flag laps. Again, we had a few cautions, but again, nothing to speak of. That last caution really teed up really the drama that was towards the end of the race. Again, congratulations on a 2nd place finish. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll just shout out RGR as always. Min's got good strategies. He helps the team out a lot. And Brad, he's Brad, so.
Well, again, congratulations, man. You had a hell of a race, and we'll see you here next week at Iowa.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you guys later.
Nice finish, Skylar.
Thanks.
And a man who needs no introduction, your winner, and I think you are, I don't know if you're getting sick of the voice like you're getting sick of my voice, but love talking to the man, the myth, the legend, making history as he goes. Matthew Fleming, our points leader, and again, 4-time winner here in the ISRL. How are you feeling here tonight?
Oh, it was stressful. It was tight. Once again, for the 2nd race this year, I crossed the line with 0.3 gallons left. So, man, it is awesome. I wasn't sure if Skylar was actually going to run out. So, like, with 5 laps left, I was getting a little nervous. I was like, there's a shot. And then with 2 to go, I was like, well, I think I got enough. So I drove it a little bit harder, and it's always fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Well, you seem to be enjoying yourself when you are winning races and you're doing it, in record fashion. Again, you are in a crazy pace. Here you've won 4 out of 5 races. Again, anything you can do, you give any tips to anybody who's new to iRacing or anybody trying to get in to the simulation game?
Oh, I mean, one of the big things, I guess, you gotta have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
That's what I think I key myself on is, if somebody passes me, you just gotta keep the rhythm. And it happened a couple of times, especially in that first stint. I was following the 11 car, and I thought I was faster, so I tried diving it in a couple times. Kind of got cut off there, which is racing, no big deal. So then I had to start thinking to myself, just hit the line and you'll be completely fine. There's a lot of guys just killing that wall that first stint, especially.
Oh, yeah.
So you just gotta be patient, take all opportunities you can, and try not to pit or not to speed coming into pits. I did that. So I had a 40-second hold. I thought it was over.
Damn,
I was like, all right, well, it is. It is what it is. I've had a good season so far. So, and then the caution came out, that first caution, and just kind of jumbled everything back up and had to think on what I really wanted to do strategy-wise. And I kind of thought it was going to come down to a fuel race. So I kind of wanted to start saving the first stint too, and then it really supremely came into a fuel race there at that last caution. So it's just save hard, but yet stay as fast as you can. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's stressful. I'm sweating my ass off, I tell you that.
Hey, man, it's a good way to lose weight. Again, congratulations on your 4th win of the season. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yes, obviously want to shout out the Flum Dogs Auto Repair on the 8 car tonight. San Antonio Carnival Complex, Wheels America Racing, Southern Diesel Solutions, Oasis Sim Racing, Wiseout Wash. I'm sure there's another sponsor I missed. I'm sorry. Shout out to you up there in the booth. Always enjoy going back and watching. Once again, shout out to everybody in this league. Like I said, that was obviously another battle. I know, especially at the beginning, there's a lot of fast people. I cannot say much or enough about how fast this league really is. So shout out to everybody. It was, obviously a pretty clean race, which is amazing. Again, shout out to all the admins running it. It's going great. You all doing a perfect job. Love it. And yeah, I believe that is it.
Hey, one more thing.
They can kiss my fat vagina, because I'm bringing the motherfucking pay.
Congratulations,
Hell
Matthew.
yeah.
Congratulations on your 4th win of the year. And you are the Brickyard 188 champion of the ISRL. Again, enjoy it, and we'll see you here back next week for Iowa.
Hell yeah. Thanks, buddy.
You are welcome. And before I let everybody else go, I got Rob Rosello in the booth, Ryan Robertson, and Christopher Pugliese. Ryan, I'm going to kick it to you first because this was a race that, your friends put on, sponsored or what have you. Let's give you a quick 30-second kind of, state of the union with the ISRL, and how are you feeling? Let's get the raw emotion right here, right now. How are you feeling?
Sorry, I was muted. But no, I'm feeling pretty good. I definitely appreciate everybody that watches these broadcasts, especially my friends. That keep it interesting, to say the least. I've been really proud of this league and what all of us admins have put together this season. It's been fantastic. I couldn't have asked for anything more in the first 5 races. And your broadcasts are fucking amazing to watch back. I enjoyed doing that once I leave for work here in a few minutes. I do that later in the night. So it's something I look forward to watching back Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. But everything's gone pretty good. We've had a lot of great feedback. And nothing that I really would change so far. Everything's been awesome.
Fantastic. Again, I couldn't be more happy to be a part of this. The ISRL has really been kicking ass 5 races in. Again, I know Matt has won the last, the 4 or 5 races we have done, but it's been dramatic. We have great green flag racing. There's not a lot of bullshit that happens. And again, all the drivers seem to be genuinely happy. So great job. You guys are killing it. And I think we are at the point of the program now where everybody wants to know who's going to win here. What do we have here? Again, if you are in the Twitch chat, I want to see a W. Give me a W. I'm going to put you on this list, and we are going to draw live right here, right now for this giveaway. Again, courtesy of the ISRL and xHoRsEbOaTx. Again, you're going to get an ISRL t-shirt. You are going to get a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt, and you are going to get a classic diecast. I think it's going to be the Sitco Ford Taurus of Michael Waltrip. is what we're going with here tonight, Ryan. I know that's a
hot.
that's a very sexual theme that I'm going with, but we're gonna go with it. So let's see here. Give me 1 second. We got Wild Child again. I'm gonna share my screen once I have all the names in, so you don't have to worry about feeling robbed. We got Pringles. I'm just gonna call you Pringles because I know you. Yeah, and fuck you. UTR. RC. We got a Snyder. We got Tezande. We're going to call you Tezande without the number. And Little Creek. We got Little Creek. All right. We're closing in 30 seconds. If you are on TikTok and you want to be a part of this, go over to twitch.tv/xHoRsEbOaTx. Follow the channel, and we'll get you in. Again, we got about 30 seconds left here before we conclude this. And while we wait, let's tee up next week, because that's what you all want to see. The Black Hawk Industrial. I was calling it 160, 150 because I can't read. Sponsored by Rob Rosello at Iowa, where they eat corn for the shape, not the taste. But it's
facts.
just as good. That is just as good. Again, 10 seconds here. Here we go. Somebody says 30 seconds. That's how fast Ryan lasts.
That's private information.
Yes, I love it.
It's not private anymore.
God. Oh, my God. Yeah, that is no longer private.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, that is definitely public now. All right. I think we've got who we've got for this. Give me 1 second. We're going to get this going for you. I don't know how I did this last time, so I'm just going to try to figure it out as we go.
Just wing it.
We're going to do it. Oh, Christ. What have I done? What have I done?
What have I done?
Give me a second. We'll make it happen. Again, looks like we have a few people. Let's get you in here. All right. I don't know if y'all can see it. If you can, that's cool. If you can't, that's cool. Looks like we have Wild Child, L. Rob, Pringles, UTR_RC, A. Snyder, Tayson Day, and Little Creek. Again, 5. I need to see a W in the chat. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any last joiners? All right. Whoever is at the top of this list will win. Again, L. Rob, if you win again, I don't know what we're gonna do. We might have to talk about this with other people. But here we go. We're gonna randomize again. Whoever is at the top of this list is going to win 2 T-shirts and a race car. Let's see what we got. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wild Child won.
Oh,
Wild
Nick.
Child. Is that Nick Tirana?
That is Nicholas Van Hamert.
Nicholas Van Emert, all right. You're going to have to DM me your information, your personal information, your name and address. We'll get that out to you in the next few days. But you are a winner of a couple of sweet-ass T-shirts and a classic die-cast car. Congratulations. But again, before we go, Black Hawk Industrial 150 at Iowa, sponsored by Rob Rosello, coming up next week right here on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And we are so excited to bring that to you. Again, tonight, Ryan Ryanson, Brickyard 188, Matthew Fleming, your winner, sponsored by Roger and Taylor Courtney. Appreciate all the love and support. Thank you for watching the channel. For Ryan, for Rob, for Chris, I am Tom, a.k.a. The Horseboat, wishing you a wonderful work week, and we will see you back here next week at Iowa. Hell yeah, boys, you are off.